I've been looking for a house with no walls or no whispers, no hiding places, no secret sister. Been looking for a house that won't shelter a lie, no tear-stained past or reason to cry. I wanna live.
Greetings and welcome to Empowering Women Everywhere, a show designed with women in mind and the men that love them. I am your host, Nan Gill, and today our guest is AndreaBierria. She is a graduate of Toro College with her master's in special education, and she has a master's in educational leadership from the University of SW. She received her principal certification and has a business called Home Away from Home, which is a social adult daycare center. And to top it off, she is an actor and an author. I give you Andrea.
Hello. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me, Nan.
Okay, so I don't know what to talk about first. There's just so many things. But I think the first thing I want to talk to you about is your amazing book called I Love Me. Now, you want to tell me about your book and what inspired you to write it?
Well, the book is basically about a few tweens and teens and maybe some young adults who might need some inspiration, who might need guidance. And the book offers coping mechanism skills if you're going through any issues that we all go through on a daily basis. And you're able to work your problems through and laugh at the same time while you're reading the book.
Well, there's nothing better than laughter. So I looked at it and it says it's featuring My Bad Bunch.
Yes, yes, and that's the inspiration. My Bad Bunch. Well, they're a bunch of mischievous kids, inspired by my children, by my students, nephews, nieces, neighbors' kids, and they just they get into some trouble, and they have to pay for their trouble.
Right.
So, that's important.
Right.
And it's a life learning experience.
It's about making better choices.
Yes, it is. Making better choices.
So that's what inspired you to make this book?
Probably the choices I've made. And I would like others to kind of recognize their actions before they do make the choices.
Right.
So that's important to know what you're doing before you kind of jump into the fire.
Right.
To know the crowd you're with. And also just being a regular kid, So they're curious. They get into a lot of things. And some good things, some bad things, and we're here to work on the bad. To
Right.
make sure that, they stay on the right track.
And to know that when you do make a bad mistake, it's not the end.
No, it's not.
That you can work your way through it and
Right.
do better the next time.
Yes, it's important to learn from your mistakes so that you don't go down that route.
Right.
again.
And I noticed in here you have like a workbook thing where the kids can work through some things. Like they
Yes.
can make a mission statement
Yes.
of what they want to do with their lives
Yes.
and a vision board
Yes.
to help them move forward.
Yes, it's very important to have a vision board, even if you're working on a hobby.
Right.
You can set goals and a time frame so that you can, see it through.
And also explore what your interests are
Yes.
so you can direct yourself towards obtaining them in the future.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, it's a great book. Is this a limited edition?
No, it's currently being sold on Amazon.com.
Great.
And I also have a website, AndreaBierria.com, where you can also purchase the book as well.
Cool. Very cool.
And I'm sorry, BarnesandNoble.com.
Oh, okay. Let's not forget about Barnes and Noble. Now that they're doing the mail order.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
they're back
yes.
in.
Yes.
They're back in. So, you are also an actor.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing with that?
Well, I've been wanting to be an actor since I was a teenager, probably younger than that. So I've decided to take some classes. I've been doing some extra work, and I currently I work with a production team, Willie Gilly, and they've been helping me learn my acting skills.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also doing a play, which I'm very proud of, called Supper with Ja. And I am playing Mother Mary.
Uh-huh.
And it's an honor to play that role.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great honor, especially to have a son as Jesus Christ.
That's right.
It's a tall order, really.
Yeah, she was an amazing woman.
Yes.
Do you find that kind of leads you in the direction where you're going?
Yes, it does. Yes, I enjoy reading the script. I enjoy doing my lines, and I'm looking forward for doing the play. We have a great cast, a great director and writer, David Wilson, and it's a very good play, and it talks about the last days of Jesus Christ, and the honor, his honor. We're kind of celebrating his honor as well.
Right. So, you're doing some amazing things right now in your life. You're writing and you're acting and you're teaching and you're taking care of adults, in your own special business. Tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up. Did you have any struggles or challenges in growing up?
Well, I did, but I have a mother who kept us grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Things weren't always great, but she was very strict, and I honor her strictness.
Right.
I'm grateful that we didn't just run around all times of the night, and well, that happened when we got older, but she kept us in line.
Right.
And playing Mother Mary I relate to being a mother.
Right.
I honor her motherness.
Yeah. Well, women are an amazing part of the family. I mean,
yes, we're matriarchs.
Right. We and I think now it's just starting for us to really reach our point of exercising what we want to happen in the world.
Yes.
Because we definitely don't want people killing our babies. We definitely don't want people, shootings in schools and things like that. So we're working together to make a world that works better for everyone.
Yes.
And mothers as the ones that give birth and create life and are tied to it. I think we have more of a commitment to peace.
Yes.
Than anything else.
Yes, we're being more recognized. We're not being put at the bottom of the list,
Right.
And people are seeing how great it is to be a mother, and
how important
it is, and to be inspired and to listen to your mom.
Right.
And to make good choices behind that. And it's also important to know that not every mother is like Mother Mary. We all struggle.
Everyone does.
Yeah, so we need to give some moms some slack sometimes.
And work together.
Yes.
Did you find it was difficult growing up as a woman of color?
Yes, I still find being a woman of color challenging. With the roles that I get accepted in, or called back for, or jobs that I've applied
Right.
for. So, we still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
We really do. Being a woman of color,
Right.
those are boundaries, they're assets, but they're also, they give us limitations, and that's what we're trying to go against, the limitations. We're trying to break down the wall of limitations for all women of any color, any nationality.
Right.
I think that women it's a challenge to be a woman in somewhat a man's
In
world.
many ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we are the ones that are the caregivers for the children. And then to see them grow up and not have opportunity or go through some difficulties or get involved with drugs. I mean, I was seeing something online the other day about how easy it is for children to purchase drugs online and how many actually end their lives because of that. And yet, there's not governmental controls over the internet the way there should be.
Right. The internet has become a playground.
Right.
And unfortunately, our children are the ones who, kind of suffer behind that.
Exactly.
And we do have to monitor them more.
And we have to work together.
Yes.
We have to
really
pull
have to
ourselves
work
together.
Yes.
Because we can do a lot when we work together.
Yes. When I was growing up, we had neighbors who would, if they saw us, oh, does your mom know you're here and stuff like that? And no, we would get home so mom would not know.
Right.
We weren't doing much, but we had other people looking after us.
Right. It was a community. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the Bronx, near Yankee Stadium.
Bronx is a great place.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. And we've come a long way since the blackout of 1977, and Dinkins really did a good job of building it up, and Rudy Giuliani kind of got the streets in order.
While he was still sane?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But he cleaned up the streets a lot.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I do give him credit for that.
So when did you feel like you wanted to become an actor? What drove you to want to study and become an actor?
It's been my passion forever.
Forever?
Yes. As a child, we'd have family members come over for Sunday dinner. And me and my sister would kind of entertain the family. We would do this skit. It was called Mrs. Cheap. And I was Mrs. Cheap. And it was just, I was supposed to be like an older lady who would always go and want to buy things, but wouldn't buy it because I was too cheap to buy it.
Ah.
So, it was really funny.
Yeah.
And they would have us doing dance classes, and I was kind of tall, so I wanted to be a model. I just wanted to be in that world, you know. And my mom says, no, I'm not paying for you to go to Barbizon, so you can forget that. Back then it was harder, especially, being a woman of color, to get into that field. We had our grades, but we didn't have the opportunities like they have the opportunities that they do now.
Right.
We didn't have Facebook, we didn't, so it was kind of challenging for us. So that's what made me want to write this book, because you should always do something you have a passion for.
Right.
However, I thought I would have more stability in my life if I became a teacher, but I've always longed to be an actress. So that's why in some of my classes I have us, we do a lot of plays that helps them, with their English language arts. We
What
we just,
age group do you teach?
all age groups, but currently I am teaching a 8th grade class.
Okay.
So it's been very challenging, and that's why I would like for someone, or a child, a teenager, tween, to know exactly what you want to do with your life
And to follow your passion.
and to follow your passion.
Because you felt it was a safe way to go to school and get your education and your degrees, and that would be safer.
Yes.
But you still had it in your heart
Yes.
to act and
Yes.
to write and to
Yes.
participate in the arts.
Yes. Yes, I did. It's something that I've been wanting to do. I actually wanted my sons to do it. I actually had my son and his best friend in acting classes in Newburgh. They have these classes where you just pay $5 a week, and I would take them every Saturday. But it wasn't their dream, their
Right.
calling. They talk about it now. Ma, we should have stayed in those classes. But back then, I would get up and they would literally hide from me. One day I went running out looking for them and made them go to the acting class. But then that next time, since I worked full time as a
Right.
teacher, I just said, you know what, if they don't want to go, I'm just going to relax because it was my day off.
Yeah.
And that's something that I regret. I wish I would have been more like a Joe Jackson.
Did you find it difficult raising your children as a single parent?
Yes. Especially me, because I have boys.
Right. And they need their father.
They need their father. I didn't even know how to teach my oldest how to tie a bow tie.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that either.
I don't know how to teach. It's just things like that, But I can talk to them, and I can tell them right from wrong, and I can tell them how to treat a woman.
Right. Very important.
And I can also tell them I can give them relationship advice based on me being a woman.
Right.
But other than that, they do need their father. I mean, it was hard for me to talk about the birds and the bees, but I always instill safety nets.
Right.
I will stick a condom in my son's book bag.
Yeah, well, that's smart.
Yeah. And, it's just things that I would do, because I was scared for them.
Right.
So.
It's so frightening to have them go off to school or go off to where they're going and not be there to supervise and not know if somebody's going to bother with them.
Yes. Yes.
And somebody's going to take advantage of them.
Yes.
Do you think that your acting and your writing has affected your role as an educator?
It has perfected it. Yes. The students know that I'm an actress, an actor, and they know I'm in a play. And they admire me. And I ask them, what are your goals? What are your dreams?
Right, exactly.
And some of them are aspiring to be actors as well. So then I can give them advice.
Right.
And also the one good advice I can give them is just to keep going. You're going to get a lot of doors slamming in your face, but that's with any job, any profession. So you can't let that deter you from your goals.
Don't give up.
Do not give up.
One step in front of the other.
Yes.
Until you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Has playing Mother Mary, has that affected your faith as a Christian?
It is deepened it. There's deep in my faith. I feel that I have to be a certain way. It's an honor to play Mother Mary. So, you have to, be a certain way. She was there for her son. They were very close.
Right.
And she was with him till the end. And I admire the role. And it has made me gravitate more to being a Christian.
And what advice would you give our young people if they're interested in writing or becoming an actor? Or even anyone that's not young. I mean, we're not old until we're past 100, I don't think. So.
You're right about that.
So what would you give somebody under 100 as advice?
Write things down. And that's, I would give them the same advice that my acting coach gives me. Write things down. If you have an idea, write it down. Don't let it pass through the moment. And I tell my students, if you like to rap, then start off with writing some raps now.
Right.
This is what do you, I let them know, what do you think Kanye and, except Jay-Z, he kind of, I don't think he writes his raps down.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just spits it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just comes.
Yeah, spits it out. But I feel if you're not like Jay-Z, I feel that you should be writing things down, keeping a journal.
Right.
And things like that, perfecting your craft, read, do your homework, see if it's for you.
Right.
And maybe if you want, you can go to your neighborhood churches and see if you can perform in a play or something.
Right.
You start off taking baby steps.
Baby steps is where it's at.
Yes.
Okay. If there was one thing in this world that you want to work towards changing, what would that be?
The violence, the hate crimes. I would like to protect our babies, our children, and I would like us to just kind of, embrace each other, respect each other,
Enjoy each other's differences.
Yes, yes.
And work together.
Yes.
To make a world that works better for everyone.
Yes.
So what are you looking in the future?
Help to our youth, to our older adults. I'm sort of in the middle right now.
Right.
So I just really want to help. We can all do something to inspire
right.
others, whether it's to encourage them by a book, whichever way you can inspire and encourage someone who might
right.
need the help and the assistance and the guidance. That's what we really need to do.
Right.
And like you said, we can all help each other to help others.
Exactly. So we're going to be looking for your performance.
You can't wait.
Supperwithjaw.com.
Yes.
And you can see when the performance is going to be. I know you're enjoying playing Mother Mary.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Great.
It's a brilliant role. It's an honor. When I tell my friends, I'm like, I'm playing Mother Mary. And they're, and they can't wait to see it. I have a full audience coming to see the play.
Oh, good. Well, I understand it's going to be dress rehearsals this December, and then in January some performances, and then you're taking it to Manhattan, correct?
Yes.
To Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Yes, yes. And I would also like us to maybe go to different schools, maybe. I have to talk with David about
Right,
that.
to see whether or not
Yes.
we can, you can get into the different schools.
Yes.
Right,
Mhm.
right. And look for Andrea, the amazing Andrea. Look for her book, I Love Me. And in time for Christmas and any holidays, any birthdays,
Yes.
bringing your children to a new level of understanding.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Nan. Are you okay?
Sure, there's just a lot going on right now. So many things happening so fast.
Liz, actually one thing.
What? What's troubling you?
Did you know before it happened?
What?
Did you sense something was going to happen to your boy before it did?
Oh no, Mary. Now I know what you're going through. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What? Do you even know what night this is?
John, we want to play. We got you now, don't run away.
Did I just... What a crew. Always hustling.
Is everything okay?
Sure, there's just a lot going on right now. There's no time.
There's plenty of time.
30, that's my last best offer.
Oh no, Mary.
And Josh sprung you, didn't he?
Martha said that you're the lamb.
What does it matter who's favored by me when you are all favored by him? Come on, step right up.
What's going on with you?
Well then, I forgive you.
You forgive me for what?
Get to that thing. What? You must do this, Judge, no matter what. I just don't know if I'm ready yet. This is it, gentlemen. We don't do things like that. Look, you are all sleeping.
No! You cannot take him!
Go in peace. You are forgiven.
Forgiven for what?
Everything. Be gone.
they don't care about me.
Oh, Pete, thank heaven you're safe.
These people don't want justice, they want blood.
My Lord, what have they done to you?
Crazy Jews. Take him to the dump. Hang him.
Oh, rise, my beloved friends. The Lord has heard your prayer and is with you now. Oh, by the way, Judge sends his love.
I've been looking for a house with no walls or no whispers, no hiding places, no secret sister. Been looking for a house that won't shelter a lie, no tear-stained past or reason to cry. I wanna live, live, live in a house of love. I wanna live, live, live in a house of love.
You're able to work your problems through, inspired by my children, by my students, nephews, nieces, neighbors' kids. I am playing Mother Mary, and it's an honor to play that role. It's been my passion.
Did you sense something was going to happen to your boy before it did?
Oh no, Mary.
I was only 8 years old. I didn't even know what happened.
I just really want to help. You know, we can all do something to inspire
Right.
others.